is there anything you kind of know now, looking back as you just described, that you wish you'd done differently, or you wish you'd known before you went into that kind of process?
Yeah, I would definitely ask more questions in the interview round, and I've been doing that as well. I'll just ask them, like, what is that exactly that they're looking for? Quite a lot of the time, you can actually screen before going into like entertaining them, because entertaining them is like quite a bit of a headache. So everybody will ask like this, oh, can you give me this number, this cohort, and all this kind of thing, and it just feels like you're just doing a job for them. So do some screening tests, I would say, like, what is that they're looking for in like a growth business? They might select CAC to LTV, we want this, or we want a retention rate of this kind of way. So if you just get all of those metrics, and if it matches, then you go ahead. If it doesn't, then just tell like, look, we are not there, we're not the right thing, move on kind of way. And they will appreciate that, you know, like not wasting time. When it comes to term sheet, that was a bit of a crazy moment, I would say, because you have a 2-term sheet, everybody's like giving the same amount of money, and I'm like, oh my God, what should we choose for? And I think that at that time I was looking at like different things, different investors were asking. Definitely look at the chair and the board seat. Like, these are like the most important thing, because they have the voting rights, which means that they have a right to actually sack you from your job after you get an investment. And I have had like few female founder who got sacked of the CEO position or founder position after getting an investment. So, so definitely look out for that. Where our differences came was on chairperson. We wanted chairwoman. Makes sense, right? No, they wanted a chairman. And that battle went for 14 weeks. I interviewed 17 other chair people who might be the right person, and we ended up not doing it. Because one of the fundamental reasons, also you have to have a chairperson on your side, because they're also one of the decision maker. The other thing was on, I think to note, was on the vested shares. So basically, they have a right to take all your shares away when they invest in your business, and then you have to earn it back every year you invest into it. I thought that was absolutely nonsense. Like, you work yourself for doing this, and then you guys say like you don't even own your business. So that is something to look out for, I would say. The other thing I think, like for me, that stood out was like preference and non-preference share, the ordinary shares or preference shares, those kind of thing. Basically, when you sell the business later on, they get the first dib of the money, and basically you make less money than they will, even though you might have like majority of the shares. So I think like key things to look out for when you're looking for an investment.
And a little plug for getting some good legal advice there.